and that is a 1x6 material by 5 foot 5.5 inches. That's all the board you get. If you scrap it, you scrap it. You get one board, 5 foot 5.5 inches, or 5 foot 5 inches long. That's what you're going to get in the lab when we go out there to work with this. Next thing that I asked earlier was, we'll take this out. Before I go on, everybody understand how much material, how I came up with 5 foot 5. Is there any questions? Are we good? We understand it? Because I'll do it again later on in another lesson plan. Okay. So everybody needs one board, 5 foot 5 inches. Next thing, why do you need that board? What's that board for? You got to tell me the description of the board you're cutting. You should have 2 of these. What are the 8 3/4? Now to refer to that, you need to look at your blueprint. Turn to the next page. Turn to your next page. There, I have a blueprint up there on the board. And you have different views. Okay? First of all, we need 2 pieces, 1 by 6 by 8 3/4. Where do you recognize that one board, 1 by 6 by 8 3/4? I'll show you where you see it.
On the ends.
The very end. But the board calls for it to be 1 by 6 by 9 on the drawing, doesn't it? It sure does. So there was a typo error. I want you, we'll still stay within the thing, but let's cut them at this number will be 8 3/4 inch. Does that make sense? Every board, that way we have our boards already set. So what are those pieces then that I just showed you up there? That's what I'm looking for. What's the description? End pieces. So everybody in your boxes should have end pieces as your description. If you don't have it in, write it in so you have these notes to refer to. Also, this is in sway, 365. Get my dig in for that. The presentation. We're all going to open up our laptops later. You're going to see the sway presentation that I posted for you to review. In that review on sway, it also has a video that we're going to review. All right, next thing. The 2 16-inch pieces. Look at your blueprint. Tell me what they represent, and tell me what the description would be. The 2 16-inch boards, if you look over here, is right here. See this? Here and here. On each side. You see it? Perfect. What is that?
Side pieces.
Side pieces. So all you have to do, side pieces. So in your description box, write side pieces. Now you're visually seeing what you're doing on your cut list, you're seeing what you've got on the blueprint, and you're seeing how we're going to assemble it. So that's your side pieces. We change this to 8 3/4. So I'm going back up here. In your description box on your paper, you should have wrote side pieces. Everyone have that correct? Say yes or no? Simple yes or no? Yes. All right. What's the next piece? What's the description and where is it out on your blueprint?
Bottom piece.
Okay, it's a bottom piece. So I'm just going to write that. It's a bottom piece. Right?
Yes.
The bottom piece on the blueprint is shown where?
The first one.
How many of you take CAD?
From the side view.
All right. Look at the blueprint. Do you see the dotted lines? Is that the bottom plate? Yes or no? Do you see it on your drawing? Two views you see it, correct?
Yes.
You see it where? On your book and up here.
On the side.
Three-dimensional
And the side view.
and the side view. Perfect. Here it is in the side view. And three-dimensional, it's right in here. Now you're being introduced to blueprints, which takes us further into the course. This is all building your foundation. I have one last component. One last component. Anybody want to tell me what that is?
Down.
It's a dowel pin. Or dowel. All right, that dowel is represented by how long?
6 inches.
Okay, and what's the 3/4 represent then?
How big around?
The thickness of the circumference, or how big a piece we're putting in, right? But, do me a favor, everybody, flip back one page in your book without me going up there. Wait a minute. I'm sorry, my bad. Let me go back to what I showed you here. Bear with me. Right here. Right there. You see on my board? Look back up at the board. I told you earlier, right here, this is a spade bit. We already addressed that. So, 1 second. Oh, okay. All right. Now we have all the components. I'm going to erase this. We know what the pieces are. We're going to watch a quick video. I'm going to show you in Sway. And I sent you an email. If you had time, I'd let you get your laptops out. Everybody has it. I sent you an invite to Sway. On the invite to Sway, this will pop up. You would go to Sway first of all in your Outlook. You would find this little, turn that light out, the very first row. About done. The other way. Thank you. Very first page in Outlook, you see these little dots, square. You would click on that, that downloads your apps. When you get to that, you go to Sway. This is the Sway app, and all within Office 365. This would appear. You come over here and you're going to hit, first of all, it's going to give you a link. You click on that link and this will appear. Then you hit play. All right? Once we hit play, we can go through this. I will, later on, we'll go right through real quick, and then I'll come back and click on the link. So, that's your very first page. It's under construction. We're building a tote box. Make a tote box for $3. Great for inexperienced woodworkers. Some of you are experienced in this class. It's still a good video. We're going to watch the video. During the video, on your notes, you're going to write down some of the safety issues. I particularly picked out a video that did not follow all safety, and I want you to identify the safety concerns. So write that down on your paper before I move on. Identify safety concerns. All right, this click is a linkable click, or our link is clickable. You'll click on it and we can watch it. You guys can review this as many times as you want at home, and please share it with your parents so they understand what's going on here at school. All right, here again, this is just an introduction. We just already gone through it all. There's the introduction. We can open up our books. We can see it. There's my cut list, and I emphasize that. Okay, there's our description. This is a review of everything we've done so far. All right, the cut list is a listing of each part of the project along with its dimensions. I'm giving it to you in Sway where you can look at it, refer to it as often as you need to. Every one of you have a cell phone most likely, where you have the capability of getting to Office 365, use it. Next is the drawing, and of course, I did not change this, but our drawing on the end pieces are only 8 3/4 inches instead of 9. Here's the procedure. This is what you need to read. The procedure each time. You're going to review the drawing. You're going to create a cut list. Your cut list should have 6 pieces on it. 6 pieces. All right, check the end. Now this is in your book also. Turn to page 167. I think it is, or 168. Quickly, yes. Turn to page 168. Do you see the procedures? It's following right along with the book. You cannot mess up. As long as you read your procedures properly, we do it right, we can go through this real fast. So, we'll take time. You guys can review do the procedures. It will not take us long. I am going to ask, Alex, are you with me for a minute? Can you read 1 and 2 for me? On the procedures. Out loud.
Number 1, review the drawing.
I need to hear you over here. Okay.
Number 1, review the drawing. Number 2, create a cut list. The cut list should have 6 pieces.
Perfect. Nick, I'm just going to go right around the corner, read 1, and we'll keep right on going.
Check the end of the board for square and defects. Cut the square if needed.
All right, number 4.
Measure 8 3/4 from the square end.
Speak clearly, I can't hear you. I'm working on that too with you. These are reading skills and skills, soft skills that we got to work on. So go on.
Measure 8 3/4 from the square end of the 8 by 0 pine board and mark this point.
Thank you. Well done. Jeremiah, next one, number 5, I think we are.
Mark a square line of 8 3/4 inch, mark across the width of the board using the combination square. See figure 3.
All right, I'm going to go to Caleb next.
Cut the board along the square line, see figure 4, this creates 1 piece.
Perfect. Number 5, James. Number 7, James.
Repeat steps 4 to 6 for the other end piece.
Very good, very good. We've got to pick up the pace. Number 8, Aston.
Mark the vertical center line on each see figure 5.
Perfect. Number 9.
Measure 7/8 down from the center line from the top of the end piece. And mark, see figure 6, this is the center of the tote box handle.
Drill a hole at the mark.
Stop right there though before you move on. That is how you lay out your handle. People were wondering, how am I going to where do I put my handle at the right place? You take from the top of your board, you measure down 7/8, you draw an X. Now that's your center point for your spade bit. You got it? I'll review it more and more as we get further along. Number 10, I think we are, quickly.
Drill a hole at the mark in step 9 and then drill and with the drill and 3/4 spade bit. See figure 7.
Perfect. Now we're up to number 11. I think I'm at Devin.
Yeah. Measure up 5.5 from the bottom as shown in figure 8 and make a mark on the bottom edge of one end piece. This is the first mark of the angle.
Okay. That tells you where your angle is going to be. Because we want the boards are 5.5. It just makes sense. Measure up 5.5 inches. There's your angle. Perfect. Number 12. Measure 2 inches in from the side edge along the top edge and mark make a mark. And we'll see figure 9. Number 13. Draw a line connecting the 5.5 inch mark with the 2 inch mark on the face of the end piece. See figure 10. There again, there's our books. Number 14, repeat steps 9 through 13. And then number 15, cut both end pieces with a handsaw along the lines. We are going to use a chop saw. You don't have to use a handsaw. Okay, we're going to use our chop saw, miter saw. Perfect. One more thing and we're done. Cutting the side pieces and bottom in hand. All right, I'm not, for time's sake, in the video, I'm not going to review that right now. We will review it later. Okay, but there we go. We have a side pieces in the bottom and the handle. Okay, Finally, in conclusion, after watching the video, you will hopefully notice that there's a few safety concerns. I asked you after you watched the video to mark them down. Some of these issues are covered in our first year, which you guys are. And the next presentation is going to be on proper assembly of the tote box. Is there any questions? I've gone through it fast, furious, third time. Hopefully it's the charm. We can have a great day. We're going to go out and review this, and then by the end of the day, hopefully we're assembling some pieces. Thank you. Have a great day.